Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go through my AliExpress haul. Most of these came from the recent AliExpress Anniversary Sale. I'll also take you over a couple that was bought outside of the sale. So in total, you see here there is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 watches in total, which is bought from AliExpress. This bug all started around 3 months ago when I made my first purchase. That was the San Martin watch you see on the far right. So yeah, so let's go through each individual watch and let me know what you think of each watch. I'll just put all these ones aside for a time being, and then we will go through each individual watch. We'll start off with this San Martin watch, which is let's get in a little bit closer into this watch. Now this one was bought in December, around December time, 4 months ago. It's my first AliExpress watch. Now what attracted me to this one is certainly that dial, that wavy blue dial. It's very attractive. At the time I paid around £200 for the watch. Something to be aware of, there is an additional £50 or so import duty when importing into the UK. So in total around £250 for this watch. It's got a nice GMT function, date calendar, and all in all a very pretty watch. The bezel doesn't move, so it is a fixed bezel, that's something to bear in mind. But yeah, it'll track 2 time zones perfectly. As with all San Martin watches, you know, the bracelet is a fantastic finish, very polished, very beautiful watch. And I'll also put a link to these watches, a review of these watches, and also a link to where you can buy these watches in the description below. Some of these watches I haven't reviewed yet, so please bear with me while I slowly get through each watch review. I still got a few to do, but yes, this is the San Martin. Moving on, we've got here the Baltany S4091. It's a Rolex Explorer homage. This particular one has the retro brown dial, which I thought is quite unique. And I actually didn't pay any money for this watch. I'll be totally honest. I reached out to Baltany more regarding a site visit, and we started talking, and ultimately they, you know, very nice of them. They sent me a free watch to review, and I got this beautiful watch. Currently, I believe the price is £180 on the AliExpress website, but it's a beautiful looking timepiece. If you compare it to the Rolex Explorer, it does very much look like that particular watch. Nice polished bracelet, very great, very brilliant finishing, very nice finishing, polished finishing, and just a lovely watch overall. Again, a review of this watch is in the link in the description, so please do check it out. Now let's go through the watches I bought during the AliExpress sale. Starting off with this Merkur Tourbillon watch. Fantastic little watch. Paid during the sale, I paid £180. Do bear in mind there is another upcoming sale coming up, an Easter sale coming up in the last week of April, so do bear that in mind when you are looking to buy new watches. There should be some decent discounts on the Easter sales. Now this is the Merkur Tourbillon, very simple minimalistic watch, just a 12 number there on the dial. It does come in 9 different variants, different colours. I believe there was a red and a blue version, a sandstone yellow type version, which is quite nice as well, and also a black grey version as well. So fantastic tourbillon movement, very pretty movement, as you can see. The case pack, nothing too special to be honest, but it is an exhibition case pack of some sort, and you do see the tourbillon movement at the 6 o'clock slightly. The leather strap is nice, quite comfortable. Can't really complain about this watch. Okay, moving on, we've got this Pagani design, which it's the PD1796. During the sale I paid £51 for this particular watch. It does come in 3 different variants. This brown version, I believe there's also a blue version and a black version. A little bit controversial, this particular watch, because the original press release from Pagani did say this was a tourbillon movement, and even on the AliExpress listing at the time when I bought this watch, it mentioned it being a tourbillon movement. But clearly, from what you can see, and also from the review of this watch, you can see other people mentioning this is not a tourbillon movement. This is an open heart movement, a pretty open heart movement, quite a pretty one. And this is a unique dial. It's nice to see Pagani design not doing homages and doing something unique for a change. The exhibition case back is quite nice as well. And for £51 you can't go too wrong. Again, the bracelet itself, the strap itself is quite nice. Nice leather strap. It's one of those clasp type straps which has a quick release. Yeah, let me know what you think on this one. Next up, we've got this Sugess Chronograph Moonphase. Beautiful dial. This one I paid £118 for during the sale. We've got the chronograph function here on the right, as per standard, and the reset button, and then you've also got the Moonphase, which you use with this particular. You have to push in with. I suggest a toothpick is probably a good thing to use, something sharp to adjust the Moonphase, and this one adjusts the date complication. As you can see again, the case back is a very pretty one. One of the nicest case backs you'll see. Exhibition case back. The leather strap is also fairly nice. Very beautiful, very pretty watch, very classical, dressy type watch. Yeah, let me know what you think of this one. And then we have the Seagull. It's a flywheel. You see the flywheel there moving. Let's try and the battery power indicator is on the right there. As you can see, it's pretty flat at the moment. Let's just whack it up as much as we can. It does take a number of turns, as you can see. And at the top, I believe you get up to 45 hours power reserve on this particular watch. So quite a lot of rotations to get to the top there. And then on the left you've got the date complication, which you again adjust here. Again, a toothpick would work quite well, moving that date complication. Again, a very smart dressy type watch. A simple leather strap. Case back, again an exhibition case back, but not as pretty as the Sugess one we just saw. As mentioned, this was £65, so quite a bargain for a Seagull, very pretty Seagull watch, and that flywheel in the middle. Okay, next up, it's this my second Pagani watch I bought during the sale, and this one is a Rolex Daytona Homage. And what particularly attracted me to this one was that silver white dial. You see that reflective meteorite like effect on the dial. Solid case back, nice rubber strap. I mean, this was only £35, and as an everyday beta type watch, you just pick up and go. It's a quartz watch, so it's battery operated, which should last probably 3 years or more. You know, you don't need to adjust the time. You know, you can just pick it up and go. You know, and it's I think it's a very pretty watch. I mean, it's hard to beat at £35, right? And this one does come in a number of different variants. I think there's like over 15 different variants of this particular watch. Different colours, different bands. You can choose as silver, stainless steel strap as well as rubber alternatives like this particular one. Chronograph watch, as you can see, and just very pretty all round. Again, good weight to it as well. It doesn't feel cheap. You know, it feels way more than £35 if you ask me. Of course, this is not a Rolex, but it's nice enough, and I don't really care. And finally, we have a not finally, we've still got a couple more to go. We have a CMF Nothing watch made by the Nothing Company. The Nothing Company obviously is well known for doing nothing phones, and this is their watch that goes with the phone, or any Android phones in particular. To be honest, I didn't buy this for myself. I bought this for my son, so my son uses this particular watch. It's got everything you need. To be honest, you know, clock, sleep, tracks your sleep pattern, breathing, weather, stopwatch, calculator, and the battery life on this is amazing. I think you can get, you know, according to my son, you can get around 2 weeks out of this one without charging. And this one I bought for £43. If you don't mind, the thing with this one is obviously if you don't mind waiting a couple of weeks like I did, you can order from AliExpress. It's £43. I think Amazon, if you want it for next day delivery, is probably I think 60, 65. So you pay a little bit more if you want the watch urgently. But otherwise, if you don't mind waiting, you can sit there and wait a couple of weeks. Then AliExpress probably is the best price to get this particular watch. A lot of different dials as well. You obviously you hook it up to, like any Android watch, you hook it up to the Nothing app on your Android phone or tablet. You can change the watch face, etc. There's different types of watch faces that you can use as well. Okay. And finally, this the Ailang. I bought this purely for this double. Let's wind it up so it actually beats. This is a double balance wheel watch, and I think it's the cheapest watch out of them, the lot of them. So during the sale, this was around £32, I think it was. The exhibition case pack is fairly basic, but it's got, you know, as I said, it's quite unique. It's got 2 balance wheels here, and then at the top you've got it's a 24-hour cycle of the moon and the sun. Basically, it will just change. It's not a Moonphase complication. It's just purely a sunrise and moonrise sort of thing. What lets this watch down a little bit, I find the strap is quite poor, to be honest. You see quite a large gap there in between the, you know, here in this, which I think is a little bit unsightly. And the strap itself just feels a bit lightweight and thin. Not a big fan of the strap at all compared to, you know, the San Martin and the Baltany that we saw earlier. This strap is definitely much worse. But otherwise, I mean, the watch is not too bad, I guess. I've only worn it once, to be honest, in the month or so that, the few weeks that I've had it, and I don't think I'll see much wrist time, to be honest. But it's not the worst thing in the world. £32, quite unique. Again, a lot of different variants, like 14 or 15 different variants of this particular watch, and also the different straps. There is also leather strap alternatives, I believe. Let me know what you think. Yeah, so quite a decent AliExpress watch haul. It certainly got me into the bug of AliExpress watches. So to wrap up, this is my current AliExpress watch collection. couple of these watches were bought before the sale, but most of these was bought during the sale, and there is another sale, as I mentioned, coming up towards the end of April, the Easter sale, so do keep a lookout for that. Hopefully you can get these watches at a similar price to where I bought these watches during the sale. Some really excellent pieces, so hope you do like this particular watch haul review, and please do comment in the description below and give me a like and subscribe accordingly. As mentioned, reviews of some of these watches are in the link description below, so please do check them out, and I'll see you in the next review. Thanks so much.